There were some who had said that his host had cruel eyes, clear blue, but to the guest those eyes seemed only to show the respect he believed due to him. Their cheeks brushed in friendship. They were equals. The hands of his host rested on the guest's bony shoulders. He wanted the business done, sealed between equals. The division of interests, the guarantee of consultation between the family of Catania in the east and Agrigento in the south, and the family of his host in the north and west. The hands of his host were off his shoulders. The fingers and thumbs of the host were around the throat of the guest. The hands were locked. The guest struggled. He lashed out, and the chair lurched backwards. He was sliding on his back across the floor, but always the strength was in the hands around his throat. His eyes, staring and bulging, searched for his grandson and his driver with their guns. Not to know in his kicking throes that a knife had taken his grandson, that his driver was gagged and trussed, that 5 men had come with his host. The guest fought for his life. He was on the carpet. The pulp from the tomatoes of his salad ran from his lips, and the piss came. The face above him, another old face, but flabby and jowled, had the sweat of effort running on it. One of the men from the table held the guest's hair, the other sat on his legs. The host's hands never loosened. Nothing could help him. He seemed to hear the caution of his consigliere in the dawn in the hills above Canicati. He tried to shout that his host was shit. Those last moments before consciousness slipped from him. Rain beat on the windows. Mist shrouded the mountains above Palermo. Do we have to have that damn heater on? God, you found a voice. Hey, that's excitement. Yes, I like to have the heater on. It was the last day of March. They'd left the highway far behind, and the guy driving used the word lane for what they were on now. The lane seemed to coil round the fields behind the high hedges, and when it climbed, he could see in the distance the Devon coastline, the grey-blue of the sea and the white caps where the wind caught it. It was 4 hours since they left London, and he was quiet because he was fretting. He wanted to get to the end of this goddamn track, and he didn't care to be late. Shit. God damn it. The brakes went on hard. He was jolted in his belt. They had come over the summit of a hill. Then there had been cattle in the lane. Behind the cattle, down below them, were the lights of the community that was their destination, and beyond the lights was the sea. The breath hissed in his throat. It was important when the letter was delivered. He wanted to meet the young woman a few minutes after she had read it. It was important. The timing. And it was down to him. The plan. The cattle split on either side of the jeep, scrambled on the bank, slipped, blundered against a vehicle. The light shone on the face of the man who drove the cattle, pinched in the wind, weathered. He could see the agitation of the man. The man stared hard at them, at 2 guys in an American jeep. Peculiar number plate. One white, with a goddamn ponytail. One black. I get the feeling we're noticed, Axel said in bitterness. The man richly cursed Axel Mern and Dwight Smythe. He saw the risk of one of his cows falling and breaking a leg. He noticed, too fucking right, the bastards, and recognized them for Americans, and wondered what was their business on the lane to the coast. You sure it's right? That's what I was told. White, single story, Axel said. So when you going to shift yourself? She's not here. How do you know? Because her scooter's not parked in the driveway. Maybe she put it in the garage.